You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another universe, a universe of sound, a universe of sight, a universe of mind. You're moving into a universe of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the cryptoverse. What is up, Kryptonians? Bitcoin on the brink. If you didn't see my last video, I'll link it down in the description, give you a little backstory about what's going on here. I've got an ascending wedge, rising wedge, and it is right on it, and it stalled out, and it's kind of strange behavior. It's been stalled out just right here. This is the daily chart. Whoops, what in the world? My cat just made me do that. If you're interested, down in the description and in the comments, I'll also post that link to my last video talking about this situation. Lots of stuff going on leading into this. So right there, right? This is a bearish structure, daily Bitcoin chart. It's right there on the support line, and it's been stuck there. And I've been waiting to make a video, and it's just stuck. It's just stuck. So this is the daily chart. Let's go to the 12-hour. Let me show you what's going on here. Look at it. It'll get more interesting here. 6-hour. There we go. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen, well, I mean, I've seen this behavior before, but this is getting kind of ominous. There's some kind of decision, right? It's on the fence. Looks like some kind of decision's being made somewhere. Composite man's rubbing the palms of his hand together, right, in a back alley, deciding what to do to everyone. Hourly chart. Let's go to the 30-minute. 30-minute chart. Look at that, folks. Look at that. So I'm in a short position, and if it pumps up from here, I'll just add to my short later on. I'll get to this, what's going on here, what I believe is going on here. This is my opinion, and I'll show you my trade here. So 30 minutes. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. That green line is the bottom of the ascending wedge. The support. Look at that. It just won't give up. Dumps down just a touch below it. Comes up back to it. I don't know. Come back up. I'll ride it. Get below it. Ride it up. Get on top of it. Ride it up. Oh, dump no. A pump no. All right. I mean, look at this is the 5-minute chart. I just ride on it, man. If you've been following my videos, I've spent the last couple months or so on the chain link chart, and this is very interesting. Let's go to the chain link chart. Daily chart of chain link. All these horizontal lines are my little chart for the range. It's just been ranging up and down for a long time, since like last May, in this big range. Same. Let me zoom out there. Same structure. This is what I found really interesting. Same structure as the Bitcoin chart, and they're both right there. Look at that. Now this has parallel channels. Let's just ignore that for now. Like I say, if you want to watch my last video and get the backstory to this, down in the description and in the comments, you'll find that link. That's daily chart, right? See, they use yellow on this one. Yellow support right there. Rising wedge, very bearish pattern. These parallel channels are also very bearish as they ascend. On the Bitcoin chart, long-term parallel channels, in my last 18 months of experience, are very, very, very bearish. They've all broken down, but I haven't paid attention to it since we kind of got into the bear market. So that's bull market action. So probably just not talking about a 6-hour chart, 3-hour chart. There it is. Look at that. Look, see the body on that candle. Look at that right there. It came down and went below it. It came back up for the retest. Okay, so 3. Let's go to the 1 hour. As you go down in time, you see more detail. What's really going on? It broke down out of it again. It broke down a while back out of it and came back and reclaimed it. There was some the Fed, Jerome Powell news that pumped the markets, and this is Chainlink. It reclaimed that yellow rising wedge. It came down and busted back out of it, showing some weakness, and it's coming up for the retest right here. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4 hours in a row, and this 5th hour, it's dropped down. It looks like it's trying to get back up in there. Right? There's a battle going on right there on that wedge. Look at that. See that? It's trying to come back up again. So on a daily chart, on a big time frame, you really can't see. It just looks like it's right on it. But for now, it is definitely below it, and it's trying. This is the 5-minute chart. It's trying to get back up there. Boom, right off it. Nope. Boom, right off it. Nope. Let me go back to the Bitcoin chart. Up here at the very top is the all-time high right there. To the left is the bull cycle back here, but this is the all-time high right here. So here it is. This is my happy place chart. Bitcoin has been following us. This is from like 4 years ago at least. That's a cycle. That's a crypto whale cycle psychology chart. So when you hear about the whales, this is what they do to the public. Back here is September, or this is like June 2020, July, August, September, October, November, leading into the parabolic push. Boom. Back up here. Boom. All-time high. Boom. Dead cat bounce. This is where we're at right now. This has just been followed to the T on a macro scale. And watch my last video, but what I haven't noticed, because I can't get this chart like on my analytical chart where I can draw stuff. This is just a screenshot off the internet. But what I've noticed, and I never really paid attention, is this is a big parallel channel coming down here. Look at this. This is what this video is about right here. This is a parallel channel. If you connect all the tops of these wicks, let me zoom in. If you starting about right here, if you touch a parallel channel, like a trend line to the top of all these wicks here, to this one here, and you continue to extend it down here, right? And then with the parallel channel, when you're doing analysis, as soon as I click on the top of this wick right here, it'll open up to another trend line that's parallel, and I'll go down to this wick, right? And it'll freeze right there, and I'll click on that and it'll freeze. And this is a whole support line here. See this? It actually kind of goes to that wick right there. Boom. So that's interesting stuff. You could start it here if you want, but there's plenty. That's plenty. You only need 3 to make it valid, supposedly. You know, I start making them when I see 1 or 2, just anticipating, right, from what I've seen. And Bitcoin's kind of predictable once you get to know it. And the whales just keep mauling you, the public, just keep mauling you. So, okay, trend line on top, support, resistance on top, support on bottom, parallel channel. You can now see it. See how it's happening? Boom, 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 boom. Support, boom, 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 boom. Resistance, boom, 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 boom. Wait, and just keep going. Extend it down. Wait, where is this breaking out? See this? See, here's that resistance line from the big macro dump. Wait, where is this breaking out? See my cursor right there, right now? Do you see that? Look at that. What do you think, folks? Boom! Breaks through it for the first time. For the first time since way up here, right? Boom! Let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Go back to the Bitcoin chart. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So this parallel channel is different. It doesn't actually come down from here. It's a less severe slope, right? It's not coming from here to here to here. Although it's pretty close. If I went from here to here to here, it's pretty close. It's not quite, but this third one here is where everyone started drawing their trend line. Right here, this guy. See that little nub? So I had this drawn in a long time ago. Why I thought it was valid is because the dotted line in the middle was support here, 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 here. Right? This is about. I'm not sure when I put it in there, but that's the point I'm trying to get to. Right? That this chart has been followed. Whoops. This chart, as simple and as stupid as it looks, has on a macro scale is just basically perfect. And look what just happened. Boom. Right, but look what happens after. This is what I want to try to show you. This is why I have short positions in. And I actually opened this short just based on sentiment from what I saw from other YouTubers. the HUD squad, the hype, unknowing, and danger. The opposite of the FUD. The HUD leads you into it, and the FUD smacks you down. FUD lifts you up. FUD smacks you down. HUD lifts you up. FUD smacks you down. It's just repeated. And they probably aren't doing it intentionally, but it's a pattern. It's a pattern of behavior, and it just repeats over and over and over and over. And it just look at this right here. Look at this. It's just busting out the top of that parallel channel. Boom, 24,000. Right here. See that? So in this range, there's a dump, little dump, big dump, comes back up, and then big dump down to 12,000 area is what this would be calling for. Now that doesn't mean anything that's going to 12,000. Maybe hits the bottom. It forms a legitimate double bottom on the macro scale. This white line I have drawn in here. Let's reset this. This white line I have drawn in here. Maybe there isn't a new low, but the possibility of it coming down to like 12,000, maybe a wick down to 10,000 still exists. And no matter what you hear, that still exists. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it only comes down to 19,000, the old all-time high from 2017, 19,000 whatever, 19,700 or whatever, and it's not a full crash down to the bottom. But my point is this chart, whatever the case, I keep finding reasons to doubt this. I just want to keep doubting this, right? Like I just started doubting it during this video. Maybe it doesn't go down to 12. Maybe it only goes to 19. But look at this. Just pull up a 5-year chart of Bitcoin and look at this last cycle starting in the summer of 2020, and just look at it. Boom, right there, right now, the pump out of that trend line. And everyone's screaming about the bull cycle's back. It's going to 30,000, maybe 50,000. Whales come in. Stop, give me all your money. Again. And notice the name of this crypto whale is the one that put out this chart. And I've been following it, right? I'm not just pulling this up now. I've been following this and calling this since right through here. Elon Musk, there was a B conference. This was like a big Wyckoff redistribution here, and it looked like it was coming down, and I was wrong right here. Right, there was a lot of very rich people that had a lot of Bitcoin that were really going underwater hard, and it was manipulated. Boom, right, and then Elon Musk gets out like right here, and then boom. So I just want to stop talking about that stuff, but I saw this coming like right through here, and it just keeps going, just almost to the letter. Now, I mean, if you zoom in, all this action's a lot different, but this is a 3-year and 10-month cycle. So just on the macro scale, let's have a look. All right, there it is. Boom. There's my trade. This is one of my trades right now. My other trade is in profit. Femex is paying me to keep this short open, and they're paying me about $1 an hour. So I'm more than happy to watch this range for a month, 2 months. If that's what it wants to do, I'm making $1 an hour. I have about $4,700 in a short position at 3x on a couple different accounts here. And, check to see if it's legal where you live. But there's other sites that are legal if you want to do this. Just pay your taxes, man. I don't think anyone's going to really give you any trouble. If you make a bunch of money, pay your taxes, and that's basically the end of the story, right? So where was I? Oh, I wanted to go here. Let's go. That chart, USD Bitcoin, doesn't have the data for the whole cycle. So let's go over to coin, perpetual Bitcoin. This should pull up on the daily chart. The entire, let's reset it. The entire, there it is. There it is. Boom. See, okay. I should have shown this earlier in the video. Here's Wall Street chart before crypto ever existed. This is 100 years old, 200, 300, 400 years old, however long it's been since they created candlesticks in Japan on the rice market. This is basically where we're kind of at right now, right? This is kind of boom, boom, dead cat bounce, sucker rally. So boom, depression over to the right. Because this is like the last time, the public is told everything's good. It's going up to 30,000. We're in a bull market. It's good, right? This is like the last time the public's like, you got to be kidding me. I see that. You notice the similarity with this 200-year-old Wall Street chart? You notice the similarity with this? Right? With this. January 2020, right here. COVID dump is just a little blip. It's not, you can't even see it. It's just a little dump. Right here is the last halving event for Bitcoin. This is where it starts. June and May, I think it was. May, June, July, September, it starts. October, the parabolic push starts. Boom. It's basically over right there in February or April, right there. The rest is just, I've been calling this a dead cat bounce. That's probably not the perfect, don't get lost in the words. That's probably not the perfect thing to say. It is kind of a dead cat bounce, but a true dead cat bounce coming off a cycle would be basically off down here, right? I mean, you could say that's a dead cat. This is a dead cat. This is a dead cat. It doesn't matter. I just got lost in the words myself. So, but look at this. Let me draw a trend line here. Let me draw that trend line in here. If you're watching other videos, you'll probably see it represented not as a parallel channel, but as a trend line. Where are they marking it from? Here, here, there. That's the third one they need to make it valid right there. See that? Let's change it. Let's change the color. Extend it. Actually, probably here. On that there, right. Let's right there. Probably right about there. See that? That's probably the trend line you've seen. Now on a parallel channel, I just drop it down and extend it all the way back through this whole cycle, and lots of data hits off of it. So, but there it is, right? There it is. Let's go. I want to show you this. That's the trend line that I just drew. Would be kind of this right here. Follow my. Let's zoom in a little. I wish I could do analytics. I wish I could draw stuff on this, but this is a screenshot. There it is. Here, see that? This ballpark coming down. This little hump here is that last data one I clicked on, and then I extended it down here. See that? That's that last hump that made it a valid trend line. At that point, it became valid. They say 3 data points makes it worthwhile. I'm not sure if that's true. If you can see it coming, Bitcoin gets predictable, folks. You want to subscribe to my channel? I do think that I might really be able to start just knocking this out of the park for you. I just think that might be coming. And right here, boom, breakout, boom, boom, boom. And I've been calling for this last little hump for 6-7 months. And now it appears to be like, see that? Look at that. Let's scrunch this down. There's the whole cycle. What does that look like? What does that guy right there look like starting in the summer of 2020? Let's pull up the happy place chart. Boink. What do you think, folks? Summer of 2020. We think this, if you can't see well, this comes up a little higher than this. Boom, boom. Well, let me get kind of kooky here for a second. Google Einstein's fuzzy, spooky something or other from a distance, spooky coincidence from a distance, whatever it is, basic quantum level theory, where if you come to a stop sign, left and right are both correct and incorrect. It's like molecules across the universe will to react to each other instantly. Keep that in mind, anyone that wants to invent a teleporter. But right here is the Elon Musk B word conference, right? So it's almost like this is going to happen no matter what. But it happens because Elon Musk did this, right? Over here, Elon Musk put the word Bitcoin in his Twitter account. Boom, right? Way up here. Oh, Elon Musk is going to like right here, right? This is where he was in, right? Boom. Oh, happy. Boom. All Elon Musk is way underwater, and it looks like he's going to lose, 60% of 1.5 billion. But they have a Bitcoin conference right here. Just some staged kooky crap, and it pumps way back up, right? And then right here, Elon Musk, because he's in here, right? Right here, he gets out, and he gets out. And he's not totally out, but just enough to make it look good. It takes a big profit here, basically to where if it dumps down to 15,000, he's still probably a little above water, right? Boom, right? So it's weird how all these stories seem to, like I mentioned earlier, Jerome Powell said this and it did this, and Michael Saylor said that and it did this, and this person, Kathy Wood, and Twitter did, and all this stuff. But it's amazing, isn't it? Amazing, right? Here's where Elon Musk said that Bitcoin's bad for the environment, right? Tesla sold us Bitcoin. It's bad for the environment. Boom, right? Or no, that was here. My bad. That was here. Boom, right? And then oh no wait. I don't. This is his exact words. I don't dump the market. I pump the market. Boom, and then here he sells, dumps it, right? So, but it's almost like I was saying, back to that quantum mechanics, just beginner level, just the theory that everything's right and everything's wrong all at the same time. That this is kind of like that in a sense where this is going to happen. It's almost like it gets to this point and it just picks a news story out, right? It just something just happened. Something just happened at this right time. No matter what it could be. Maybe some other billionaire comes in, right? And on the next cycle, and it does this, and I mean, it's just, I don't know. You hear about the FUD stories, right? And I've been trying to tell you about the HUD stories. Like Elon Musk would be a HUD story, the hype, the unknowing, and the danger to you, the dangerous to you because they don't know that they're hyping into a disaster, right? So isn't that interesting? Like it's just like something. If it wasn't the B word conference, it probably would have been something else, right? It probably would have been something else, some other stupid story, right? And then it pumps up, and it's just strange. This is almost predicting the future news stories, because if you go back and look, man, on a macro scale, it's almost creepy, right? Right here, right? See that? I mean, you can find a lot of differences, but I'm just talking on the 3-year, 10-month cycle. You see that? Look at that. This here extended a touch longer into time to the right here, just a touch. That's the one. If I want to say it was different, that would be where I would say it was just a little different. But it's on a macro scale. So what do you think I'm going to say now after watching all this for so long, right? Oh, Bitcoin's in a bull market. It's going to 30, and then maybe a little contraction, and figure. This is probably what's going to happen right here. This is probably it. Maybe it takes another leg up and gets above 25. I doubt it. It could. I think 24,600 is where the steel ceiling starts. 25, just say 25,000. I think is something where it just rams its head into a polished piece of solid steel, and we're probably looking at something like this, right? Something like this. Real bull market, right? So I've talked long enough, man. I think you see what I'm saying. And to be honest with you, I've been in this since here, and I know when to short now. just basically off sentiment, just by watching the people around this market, because I was light leverage longing this whole way up here, and here I had life changing money. I was on the verge of life changing money when Elon Musk dumped that market right there, which was probably going to dump anyways. So it's probably has nothing to do with Elon. He just happened to be the guy in the quantum realm that was picked. You know what I'm saying? That's almost what it's like. So right, I got in here and I kept getting stuck because I was watching YouTube videos about how this is going to 300,000, a million, 700,000, 220,000, 330,000, 700,000. I kept getting stuck, but I kept getting out of it. Right, I got stuck here on light leverage longs. I got stuck here. I got stuck here, and this third one was where it's hit me in my gut that this is done. I was a bit of a rookie here, but it still just struck me just because I don't need to see the same thing over and over and over before I realize what's going on. But I just kept watching those videos, right? Let's zoom in here. I just kept watching those videos, and this is where I'll come into value you if you want to subscribe to my channel for the next cycle, which will be starting in 2023. It's just not there yet, folks. I just don't think it's there yet. But I'm not the amazing Kreskin, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I have it fairly well nailed down. And so here, right, every one of these, I was legging into the long, which is a smart idea, similar to dollar cost average. And I was legging in the whole way up, and I got stuck, and then got up here and I took profit. And I legged in. I was just watching tons of hype on social media, right? I got stuck because I legged in. It wasn't in for a terrible price. I got back out, took profit, right? I legged back into longs. I didn't understand how to use shorts. It's like a right-handed basketball player that's really good, but he never was taught or told to use his left, right? It's just a one dimension. You can go right like Michael Jordan, but to the left, it's almost embarrassing, right? That's what it's like if you don't know how to use shorts in this market. And I'll go into that in a later date. But this occurred to me that this is basically done here. It went a little higher on the next one, right? I took profit up here. I got it, and I was legging it. Buying. I bought almost, legging in. I bought almost every one of those tops, and I kept getting out of it, right? And I got here, and I got stuck down here again, but I got back out of it here, right? And this is where I started really buying into the hype, right? Some of the most popular, supposedly professional investors that you'll see on YouTube and on the internet. I don't want to call them out by name, but I really bought into it here, right? And I probably had 5x my initial investment down here, right? And I had over $100,000 on leverage, counting the leverage right here, right? And I was buying into it. My gut was telling me it's just happening again, and I just couldn't do it, man, right? Because I was hyped. The HUD squad had a hold of me, and boom, right? And it just went down just a little bit too far, and I got liquidated, right? So I started with very little, and it was basically life changing right here if I'd have just held on to that. But when that happened, I really started seeing this clearly, and then this right here is a B word conference, and it just sucked watching that because I knew the cycle was over. I knew just from going through it and watching it, I knew the cycle was over, right? I knew it was over. Like right here, right here was like 42,000 right here. This was like 42,000 right here. And I started saying it's dumping, right? And people were just in my comment section, you're stupid, you're dumb, you just keep saying it's dumping. And it just went boom right down to 28,000. And I was saying it's going under 20, but I was wrong right there. I was wrong. But I was right. I was right and I was wrong at the same time. Does that sound familiar? I went left and right at the stop sign. It was both right and incorrect, both incorrect and correct. Right. So it just needed something, and this was almost just in the cards. No matter what, I can blame Elon Musk all day long. it just would have been something else, because this was probably already set to do this. And if you don't believe that, then if you don't believe it was already on course to do it, then what is this? Right? This chart was from at least 2017. This was probably 2017. I'm not sure where it came from, but I found this chart when Bitcoin was right here, and I just saw it and I just knew it. Right here. When I saw that chart on my Google and stuff, I saw that chart like right here, and I just knew it. And I called every one of these dumps, not based on that chart, but I called just on gut, just by watching the sentiment, right? The sentiment of YouTubers, the hype squad, right here. I called this dump perfect. I call all these dumps just not even paying it, and no analytics, no analysis, just close, just very close to perfect. I had a parallel channel drawn here, right here. There's a parallel channel. Let's zoom in on that. I had a parallel channel drawn in right there. See that? And I was telling people before it happened, I said, this is gonna, because just based on what I've seen, these ascending parallel channels, which is relevant right now to where we're at right now on that little hump dead cat bounce we're about to get. I was telling people, this is going to pump up through the top of this, set an all-time new high. This was the ETF, the fake paper ETF that has nothing to do with the real Bitcoin. This was that hype, all the HUD, the hype, unknowing and danger to you. I said it's going to come up through here and it's going to blast all the way back through down the bottom, right? And we're going back under 20,000. And people are just killing. You're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. And the problem was, right, I lost my nut, right? I lost my money roll. I lost my money roll. I can blame Elon Musk all I want, but I don't think it's Elon Musk's fault. I think it would have happened. It just would have taken some other story, which would have probably just showed up somehow, somewhere. And let's not get into that. But here's another ascending pattern here. Boom. See that right here? Boom. Look what happens. Boom. Right. Here's another one here. You can just do it all day long. Boom. Here's another one here. All right. Here's another one here. Boom. It just so what do we have here? What is this? Is there a common theme I'm trying to tell you about? Now, that's not, I can't draw it in on the chart actually like that, but there it is. It's actually kind of a ascending wedge, kind of one of these guys. It's a similar structure, but there it is, right? It's probably going to have a little dump, pump back up, and it's probably going to range here for maybe 4 weeks, right? And then there might be a big dump, and it might recover, and then people are saying, "Oh, it's going up to 40,000," right? Yeah. Boom. So that's what I'm thinking, man. And this video is getting too long, but I sure hope you appreciate it, because a lot of experience and a lot of good thought, I do believe, has went in to this scribble I have here. If you followed me through this video, I think if you just want to just let it soak in, and let's go back to my other chart that doesn't have all this garbage, all the drawings, because it's going to take me too long to erase. Let's go back to the USD where I have my trade in. I'm in a short position. Now, if it pumps up, if it does break through 25, 26, and if it went up and put another, I would just add to my short position. That's how I would play it. Right? Say I've made a slight mistake here, and this does have enough juice to come up here and set another range. It doesn't matter. I'd just add to my short, right? I would just add to my short. But let's zoom in to where we're at right now. And the whole time I'm making this video, Bitcoin's moved like $20, right? It's hard telling on the daily. So let's go to the 30-minute. Let's see where we're at. Let's reset this. And it's just like I don't think I've ever seen one go that long before. It hasn't really broke down out of it that much. I wouldn't say that's actually broke down, but you can see how it's fighting for, Bitcoin's fighting for its life to stay in that range, right? See what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me show you this. It's good stuff, man. Look at that. Look, This is the 30-minute chart. Every one of those candles is 30-minute. The new one just opened, and it's 8 minutes old. It's turning red. So this might just go on for a long time. A dump here and a pump there, and it might ride this support line up, and it might break down, and it might not hit the measured target. It might come back up into it, and in the grand scheme of things, right? Let's go to the daily chart. In the grand macro scheme of things, let's get rid of that so you can see clearly. Right, we're right here, right now, right here. I love it. I love this stuff. I just find this so interesting, right? I do believe, folks, we're basically right here, right now, in a general sense, you know. Maybe it pumps up $1,000, right? Maybe it dumps $1,000, right? But it's in this range right here. Right? See that? See how that's working? And if it does go up, maybe this range is the next range between 25 and 27. I highly doubt it's going above 25. But, you know, there it is. There it is, right? This is calling for a dump out of that range eventually. Looking like 15,000, 12,000. A pump back up to, say, 20. Hits its head on 20, can't do it. Comes back down. I don't want to read that out loud, what that says right there. Panic. And there will be panic if that happens. And that's what sets up the next bull cycle. Over here on the left, hope, optimism, belief, euphoria. We're all going to be rich. I'm Warren Buffett. I'm so smart. Ha ha, whales took your money. Right? Oh, and it's coming back. Oh, I'm so smart. Ha, whales took your money. Oh, this the next bull market. This guy's stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing. You're just a bear that got in too late. And you went, ha ha, whales took your money. One last insult to your person. But I think you can see what I think is happening. And I'll let you go now. I sure hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.